Ooh, take a look at this. This guy asks his girlfriend, "Is it alright if I have a bite of your burger? Is it alright if I have a bite of your burger?" Right? She's eating a nice, juicy hamburger, and he just wants a bite. Right? So he asks, "Is it alright if I have a bite of your burger?" Now, what should she say? Should she say, "I don't care," or "I don't mind"? I don't care or I don't mind. What do you think? Is there a difference between these two? Do you think there's a difference? Well, actually, there is a big difference. There's a big difference in how each of these feels. It's more a difference of feeling than a difference of meaning. Really, they mean the same thing, but they feel very different, okay? If we say, "I don't care," that sounds like apathy. Apathy. Do you know what apathy is? Apathy means you don't care about anything. Okay. Usually we use this in its adjective form, apathetic. Apathetic, right? This is a noun here. Apathy is a noun. But if we talk about like a person who is apathetic, then that's an adjective, right? Are you apathetic? That's not a good word. If someone is apathetic, it means they don't care. I don't care. Okay, it's not good to be apathetic. Okay, so this response, "I don't care," sort of shows apathy. But "I don't mind" is a much better response. I don't mind. This one is more gentle and polite than "I don't care." Okay, so "I don't mind" is probably the one you need to use in a situation if you want to be polite and respectful. Okay, so she should say, "I don't mind." Okay, he asks, "Can I have a bite of your burger?" She should say, "Sure, I don't mind." Okay, like I said, if he says, "I don't care," or if she says, "I don't care," that almost sounds like she's saying, "I don't care about you," right? Like if he's saying, "Can I have a bite of your burger?" and she says, "I don't care." It feels like she's saying, "I don't care about you." And that's the problem. Whereas if she says, "I don't mind," then it's much more polite. Okay. Now, what if she says, "It doesn't matter"? It doesn't matter. Is that a good response or a bad response? Well, it's the same as "I don't care." So actually it's a bad response. If he asks for a bite of her burger and she says, "It doesn't matter," that's a really cold response. Cold, right? When you're talking to someone, especially your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you shouldn't be cold, right? It's good to be warm. You want your responses to be warm, not cold. Okay. Now let's say she asks, "Should we order pizza or Chinese?" Should we order pizza or Chinese? Now here the word Chinese means Chinese food. Okay, very often we don't use the word food, we just call it Chinese. Okay, the context is very important in knowing the meaning of this word. If we're talking about languages, then Chinese means the language, right? If we're talking about people, then Chinese means the people. If we're talking about food, then the word Chinese means food. Okay, so if she asks, "Should we order pizza or Chinese?" what should his response be? Should he say, "I don't care," or "I don't mind"? What do you think? Well, I think you're right. He should say, "I don't mind." If he says, "I don't care," that's a bit apathetic. It's a bit cold. Okay. Now, look at this. "It doesn't really matter to me." Let's say she asks, "Should we order pizza or Chinese?" He could say, "It doesn't really matter to me." Is that good or bad? Well, that's actually pretty good. That's a normal response. Now take a look at this word here, really. Really. This word is important because this word makes the sentence softer. It makes it softer. Okay, if he says it doesn't matter, that's a bit cold. But if it's, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really matter, that's much warmer, it's softer, it's more friendly. Okay, now, tone of voice matters the most in these situations. Your tone of voice. Do you sound happy? Do you sound cold and distant? Okay, your tone of voice is very important, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, look at this. Would you mind helping me move this desk? Okay, so this guy needs help moving the desk because the desk is too heavy. He can't move it by himself. So he asks, hey, would you mind helping me move this desk? Now, what should your answer be? Should it be yes or no? Let's say you want to help him. You want to help him move the desk, right? So what should you say, yes or no? Would you mind helping me move this desk? Yes or no? What do you think? This is tricky. In English, this is just a problem with the English language right here. This is a problem with the English language because if you say yes, that means no. If you say no, that often means no to this question, okay? So let's look at the question again. Would you mind helping me move this desk? Okay? Would you mind helping me move this desk? If you say yes, I do mind, right? Yes. That sounds like you're saying yes, it would bother me. It would bother me. I don't want to help you. Okay, so you can't say yes to this. Now, if you say no, then most of the time it feels like no, they don't want to help you move the desk. Okay, so it's a problem because both yes and no mean no in this situation. Okay, so your response should be one of these. It should be sure or not at all or I'd be happy to. Okay, would you mind helping me move this desk? Sure, not at all. I'd be happy to. Okay, so these are the ways you should answer the question when someone asks you, would you mind? Okay, would you mind? I mean, technically, the correct answer is no. If I ask you, would you mind helping me? You should say, no, I wouldn't mind helping you. Right? No, I wouldn't mind. That means it wouldn't bother me to help you. I would be happy to help you, right? But if we just say the word no by itself, that sounds like a negative answer. It's like, I don't want to help you. Okay, so that's the problem. So these are the ways you should answer the question. If anybody ever asks you for help, or if they say, would you mind? Then you should say, sure, not at all, or I'd be happy to. Okay, that's the way you should respond. So take a look at this. Would you rather go by car or take the bus? Let's say this girlfriend and boyfriend are going out shopping, okay? And she says, would you rather go by car or take the bus? Would you rather go by car or take the bus? He says, I don't mind either way. I don't mind either way, okay? So very often we use this to either way. Okay? It means both options are good. I don't mind either way, okay? Or he could just say this, both options are good with me. Yeah, both options are good with me. Okay, that's a good answer. You could answer that. Or you could say either one works for me or either way works for me. Okay? Would you rather go by car or take the bus? Either one works for me. Either way works for me. Okay, so you can use the word one or way. It's your choice. Hey, let's do some homework. All right. Would you rather watch lessons about grammar or pronunciation here at Mad English TV? Tell me honestly, would you rather watch lessons about grammar or pronunciation? Now, if it doesn't matter to you, then you know what to write down there in the comments, right? I just taught you in this lesson how you should respond if both options are good. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.